Somaliland's Minister of Agriculture announced a state of alert after forecasts showed a locust swarm 500 times bigger than the last year's. Ahmed Mumin said the Minister of Agriculture today called all development agencies that work in agriculture and food sector for an emergency meeting to facilitate a response for this imminent threat. The minister announced that reports from the coastal areas in the country have shown that nymphs left by last year's desert locust invasion are showing swarm behavior. He said this behavior was triggered by the highest rains in the coastal areas of Somaliland. The minister said warning that this imminent swarm pose a serious threat to the agricultural production in the country and food security for both farmers and pastoralists. He announced that the plague is beyond the capacity of the ministry to respond effectively and therefore called upon the international community for assistance. It was last Thursday when Somaliland's government expressed fears that the cycle of locust invasion in some parts of the country could repeat in the next rainy season. This is due to the locusts leaving behind wingless nymphs who could begin swarming in the next rainy season. The desert locust usually leads a shy, solitary life. It develops from an egg into a young locust and then into a flying adult. However, in special circumstances such as when vegetation dwindles, they undergo a remarkable transformation and become social. In this gregarious condition, they form a group of marauding pests of up to 10 billion in one swarm that strip fields and destroy crops and pasture. The worst swarms of desert locusts in decades are now decimating crops and pastures across the Horn of Africa, including Somaliland, Djibouti, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization says the Horn of Africa remains the worst affected area, with an unprecedented threat to food security and livelihoods. Locust is spreading so fast, FAO says that its numbers can grow by 500% by June this year.